Hey, what's happening? What's poppin', GBA fans? This is your coach of the Detroit Butterfrees, and we are facing Gogoat Dragon, who is the newest face in the GBA community, as many of you guys recognize many of these new coaches, but he is somebody who I had to check out his YouTube, where he uploads a lot of Wi-Fi matches. He has a Twitch, which I will be linking in the description below, and I had to check him out, where he posts a lot of very funny content. He is a good guy. Let me tell you how good of a guy he is. I had so many problems just trying to play this game because this is my very first Wi-Fi match. I've never played any of the Pokemon games really, other than like Gen 1 and 2, and this is all such a new experience for me. So first and foremost, I fucked up my scheduling, where I thought I had a day off, so we scheduled today. I fucked it up. We were scheduled. I overslept that time, so now day 3, we're finally gonna play. I John Dragon so many times, but we're going to play finally Monday, a day late, but we got a problem. The problem is Mega Diance. In order for me to Mega Evolve, I have to complete the game. And this is a problem because I didn't complete the game, but my good pal Maddie did mail me his copy. I thought it was, honestly, I thought I was all good because I had gotten the Flyinium Z. Let me tell you how frustrated I was because I thought everything was good. I had problems trying to find Route 1. As funny as that sounds, in order to get Flyinium Z, you got to go to Route 1, break a bunch of rocks, and then get it. So I thought I was good. I had the team Gen ready to go, but problem is, didn't complete the game. Can't Mega with Mega Diance. We finally get that situated. Then I play Gogoat Dragon, in which we disconnect. Thought it was him, ended up probably being me, still cannot confirm or deny what the heck happened. We play game 2, restarted everything from scratch, and we disconnect again. I think we might have disconnected again after that. No, I think it was just 2 times. And then after our 3rd time, everything went smoothly. There was no problems. We were both online the entire time, both sides. So I have no idea what the heck happened. I thought I was screwing up something. But enough of the rambling. Let's go into the team builder, which, spoilers, obviously I've already played. Generally, I record the team builders before playing, but it's been such a crazy mess. And I couldn't even record at first because my computer randomly decided to mute my microphone. So I've already pre-recorded this, and the reason why is because I got a new microphone. I still didn't install it, but we're on the works for that. But the computer randomly, millions of problems, but one thing I don't have a problem with is team building and team playing and having a lot of excitement. As finally, let's go into this team builder where we're starting off with the Gogoat. Tapu Gogoat is basically a Tapu Bulu in its breaking powers. And if you look at his team, he's got Victini, Mega Venusaur, Excadrill, Milotic, Gardevoir, Bisharp, Ditto, Tornadus, which I believe that's his first Z-move user, Electivire, and Flygon, his second Z-move user, and Gigalith. So he's got one core of the Gigalith and Excadrill with the Sand. His only Mons with recovery are going to be Milotic and Mega Venusaur, and they are super threatening versus my offensive Mon, so I need Gogoat, the breaker of the two, to be able to handle that, and that's where we're going to start off with, is Gogoat. We have the Flyinium Z, where +1 Flyinium Z should be able to knock out Mega Venusaur. I have a 75% chance to OHKO Mega Venusaur after Stealth Rocks if he is absolute max defense, max HP. I do not expect that EV distribution because I'm probably going to be packing either like Psychic or something where maybe Mega Venusaur runs mixed defenses. Maybe Mega Venusaur has a little bit of bulk and special defense to take air cutters from Zapdos. Regardless, I just either need a tiny bit of chip damage, or even if I get like a low roll on the Mega Venusaur, Gogoat has amazing bulk. It really does, because like base 123 HP, that's very good, and 81 SPDF, those are very good stats. And what that allows me to do is I can live a Sludge Bomb after Stealth Rocks, and if he does get the poison, I still live that. So that's going to be very good, where I might be switching Gogoat hard into Mega Venusaur because I do have the Sap Sipper ability, in which if I go for the Gogoat play and he goes for Giga Drain or something like that, I get the +1 I should be able to outspeed him because I do have a lot of speed because his defensive score with Milotic and Mega Venusaur, they're basically the same speed tier, so I sped crept that, and I should be able to take him out with the Gogoat. And yeah, so but once again, like, this thing is basically Tapu Bulu without the 4x weakness. I have the Horn Leech for general recovery that will be able to a KO Milotic, and he does not have very good Horn Leech switch-ins, and his Horn Leech switch-ins then get bopped pretty hard from Earthquake, where like things like Bisharp or something like Victini that can switch into Horn Leech, like Earthquake 2 KOs them. So Gogoat, very, very good. And I pretty much then dumped the rest in defense just because I didn't need any EVs anywhere else. And Earthquake is specifically for Bisharp. I almost went for Substitute to guarantee Venusaur does not switch out versus me, but like, you know, because I know that sounds crazy that a Mega Venusaur would switch out versus Gogoat, but if I go hard in a Gogoat on a Mega Venusaur, obviously I have something in store for the Mega Venusaur. So I was considering, you know, maybe I run sub so he doesn't switch out, and if he does switch out, then I get a free sub, and then I get like a million kills with Gogoat. But decided with Earthquake because Bisharp, I don't want to allow any sweeping potential from my opponent, and I just want to play super safe. Next we got Garchomp. This is a very interesting set just because, one, I got a ton of bulk here, especially on the physically defensive side, just because he has potential V-Create Victini, he's got Excadrill in the sand, he's got Bisharp that is, once again, it's not very good versus my team, but I don't want that to potentially, you know, Swords Dance sweep me with Sucker Punch. He's got Electivire, Flygon, so I got a lot of bulk. I can't take an Outrage, but I can take a Dragon Claw from Flygon, or I can't obviously take a Z Outrage either, but I can potentially bait the Z Outrage and go for Protect. Protect helped me versus Choice Mons, obviously Choice Victini if he does have Icy Wind. If Gardevoir, I don't have a Moonblast resist, so I always expect Gardevoir to go for Moonblast if he is Choice Scarf, and if Gardevoir is not Choice Scarf, then Diamond Storm from Mega Diancie will take it out, as we're going to go over next. My EVs in attack are for Mega Venusaur if Gogoat does not take out Mega Venusaur because it takes out Milotic and then Milotic Skull burns me or something like that. Basically, the plan is, the attack investment, if I Sword Stance and he goes for a Giga Drain, I avoid a 3KO because my lefties in bulk. And if I go for Earthquake, it does like around like 60, 65. It does a lot of damage if he's max. And then he Giga Drains, but he's not going to then get enough recovery from the Giga Drain to then live another Earthquake. So that's what the EVs are for. And also to obviously take a lot of hits from like Excadrill and stuff like that in the sand. And I can potentially stall sand turns from you know, using Protect. And if you've ever seen, basically if you've ever seen a Gypsy King game, like, you see lefties Protect is busted as fuck. So next we have Mega Diancie, who really appreciates Mega Venusaur and Milotic to be out of the way, because after that Excadrill really only can switch in once, because Moonblast is a 3 KO, but if he's in the sand, obviously I have to switch out. But Mega Diancie, it does outspeed. I am speed creeping the Victini and the Flygon, so if I Moonblast, it does like, you know, 35%, and he can't switch in again because then I'd be able to 2 KO him after the initial Moonblast. So I didn't feel the needs to ever run the Earth Power, just because I always pretty much want to either be clicking Moonblast or Diamond Storm or Psychic. Like, I don't ever really want to click Earth Power. Psychic obviously is just there for the Mega Venusaur. Diamond Storm, so this is how it works. With my offensive EV distribution, there's no Venusaur that can switch into Stealth Rocks plus Psychic plus Diamond Storm. If he's max special defense, Diamond Storm will be able to 2 KO him. And then if he's max special defense, or if he's max defense, then obviously Psychic will blow that back. And the reason why I'm running Substitute over, like, once again, Earth Power is specifically because his Milotic, I do have Toxic on Crocodile, so one plan is I can potentially Toxic stall Milotic a little bit, you know, go for sub, get multiple rounds of Toxic damage off onto it, then go for Moonblast to then hopefully knock out the Milotic, as that thing is stupid bulky. And also substitute obviously plays around with Choice Mons and Bisharp Sucker Punches. Next, we're going to be going over the Zapdos. I have enough speed to outspeed Adamant Bisharp, and I really could have gone pretty fast to outspeed a lot of his like Mons. Like I could have sped crit Bisharp, but like Bisharp does not do if he's not adamant. Like if he's adamant, then I outspeed, but if he's jolly, then he's not going to be doing enough damage to me unless like rocks are up and I'm super weakened. But the EVs on here, like I'm modest, so even though I only have 12 special attack investment, this allows me to then one-shot the Flygon after Stealth Rocks, because I felt like that was a very, very important calc, just because if it's Zapdos versus Flygon, and then he can't freely DD versus me, because if I didn't have the special attack investment, then I go for HP Ice, he lives that, and then he goes for like Z Draco, and he could potentially sweep me. I don't want that. Discharge, the reason why I'm going Discharge over T-Bolt, just because I can get obviously a para on the Venusaur, and I did not need, like, the damage output of Thunderbolt and Discharge did not help me at all in any of the matchups, just because it's like, versus Milotic, Discharge still is able to 2-hit KO, unless he's obviously like Super Spadef, and then if he's Super Spadef, like I still like can beat it, just because eventually I'll get the para, and then I'll 2-hit KO him after he gets full paired. So yeah, this is Zapdos, and this obviously the other Zemu Mon he has, I think, is Torn Eye, and I have a little bit of Spadef just in case he's like Z Flying Z or something like that, which can be very scary. But the next Mon is going to be Crocodile. This is a very fat Crocodile. The reason why I'm super fat with Citrus Berry is I can get my Citrus Berry popped if he's like Life Orb Excadrill with Earthquake, you know, Bisharp if he's... I don't really want to switch Crocodile ever into Bisharp to then activate its Defiant ability, but I will be able to outspeed it because I'm speed creeping that, and I can knock it out with the Earthquake. The EVs is to allow me to 2-hit KO any variant of Victini. I believe it can either, I think it puts Victini in range of Stealth Rocks too. And I can live a Z Outrage from Flygon if he's +1, and I can Dragon Tail him out. So the coverage, like obviously it's my Stealth Rocker. I have Earthquake because his only counterplay to Earthquake is Tornadus and Flygon, which I can Dragon Tail. And then Toxic is there for the Milotic or potentially Last Mont Flygon, because Dragon Tail does not do enough, and then I can just Toxic Saw it there. And Toxic obviously is like pretty free other than versus Mega Venusaur. And then the last Mon is going to be my Gardevoir check. This is going to be very good for a this is such a good Mon versus him, just because one, Victini, the only thing that Victini really can damage my Slowbro with is with Bolt Strike, because Energy Ball and stuff like that, it's not going to be doing enough damage because I'm max HP, max Spadef, Assault Vest. The reason why I'm that set is because he does have the Gardevoir. I don't have a Moonblast resist, but AV Slowbro is basically a Moonblast resist. If he's Calm Mind, that's basically the reason why I had to run AV, because then it allows me to have extra coverage moves where I have the Iron Tail. Iron Tail is specifically, this is my Gardevoir check, and this Iron Tail is specifically for Gardevoir. Obviously very weird tech, but if he's Calm Mind, Sub Calm Mind, I don't want to become setup fodder, and he can Trace. Trace is a pretty good ability versus me, just because he can trace my Gogoat Sap Sipper, he can trace Intimidate off Crocodile, things like that. So, and he can also use Gardevoir to then abuse the Slowbro, and I don't want that, because my only means of dealing with Gardevoir, if he's Choice Scarf, is going to be Slowbro. But if, once again, if he's not Choice Scarf Gardevoir, then Diamond Storm after Stealth Rock damage will then kill the Gardevoir. So that's going to be my week 1 team. Gogoat is the fucking truth, and until next time, I'm signing out. Peace!